Good morning, my darlings. So this video follows on from one that I've just made. I've just gone and taken off my eye makeup. I've left everything else in place and I have reapplied concealer under the eye, set that down with some powder, and I have prepped my eyelids with some eye primer and a little bit of concealer. I didn't use my MAC paint pot in Painterly because the look I want to do now is moving into more of a gold and khaki and green look, and I wanted more of a true neutral base. So I'm going to try and apply the same concepts and techniques that I did in the previous video to show you that it's all transferable to different color schemes. So same principle is going to apply. I don't want gleamy, shiny looks in this area here. I don't want to be showing the beholder how deep set my eyes actually are. I'm going to save the highlight, drawing attention for the inner corner, for up under the brow, and very close to the lash line on this lower lid, and definitely keeping it away from the crease. I'm going to make sure that my deeper matte shades are on the hooded area of my eye to recede it, to deflect attention here and allow it to come here, which is close to my eye color. All right, so that's what we're going to try to do with a completely different color palette. So the last color palette, if you watched the video, was all about colors that contrast against my natural eye color. So I used pinks because my eyes are green. Now I'm going to use colors that really complement and sit alongside my eye color really nicely. So if you look at my eye color, and I encourage you to do the same for yours, like they're greeny blue, greenier than blue, and they also have sort of like gold and yellow flecks through them. So I'm going to draw on that for my color inspiration. I'm going to use golds, I'm going to use khaki greens, and I'm going to use a deeper green, sort of mirroring the outer rim of my iris. All right, wish me luck. Here goes. So just like we did in the other one, we're going to have a wash of one of Trinny London's products, and I'm going to do a wash in Victory to kick off this look. So I'll get on with that now. A little bit on the finger, applying Victory on the lid, a couple of applications with my finger on both eyes. And then I'm going to pick up my large, soft, fluffy brush. I've cleaned my brush and I am diffusing Victory out over the whole lid. I'm actually just going to add a touch more. So see, I've just added that, and now I'm going to just diffuse that as well. So I am taking it into all areas of the eye. And remember, I talked about this bit. So the eye makeup, remember, that goes from here. All of this is important to here. We need to broaden our horizons, ladies. First wash down. I'm even happy to, rub it into the brow. Don't care, they're going to be covered. Right, I'll just do the other side. And this time I'll remember to do the under eye area as I go. Pick up my little packing brush. Grab some more product and apply Trinny's beautiful burnished gold under the whole eye area. I'm going to go around the inner corner, under the tear duct as well, and connect that up. Okay, it's very subtle. Not a lot to see at this stage, but I am laying down the base work. Okay, so that is my wash in Victory over the whole eye area, including under the eyes. Not much to see yet. I need to apply the same principle as I did in the other video about making sure that this area here is matte. I don't want it gleamy and shimmery and shiny. So I need to find a color that is quite close in tone and in shade to Victory. So I've gone into my Hooters Desert Dusk palette, and I've gone to this one, Desert Sand. I think that's going to work really nicely. It'll actually even work even better if it's a little bit lighter. To get my large soft fluffy brush, take some of Desert Sand, use my magnification and do my backwards C shape. It's kind of like going under the brow area here and around this little tricky corner. Okay, so that's laid down. I'll do the other side. Same thing as last time in terms of color, there's no great difference at all. You sort of think, well, why bother? It's all about where the light catches. The light is not going to catch this part now because I've mattified it. It's more setting up the look for success later. Now we need to get a little bit of depth and differentiation in the eye area so that it's not just a bland same everywhere. I have just the color. It's another Trini London product, and this one is Chariot. So it's a beautiful khaki. I mean, look at the green, look at the burnished gold shot through that. Oh, so pretty. I'm really hungry, are you? Mm-hmm. Should we go out for breakfast when I put my makeup on?
I'll make some chicken. Unless you buy me breakfast?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy you breakfast.
Okay.
Cause I'm cool like that.
You a big boy?
Yeah.
It'll be 3 days in a row I've gone there for breakfast.
Oh, nice. In the last look, you'll remember that we did a wash of moon, and then I used this one here, Your Majesty, to mattify this area down, and then we went into Huda's pretty pale pink in lace and put that over the entire lid. So I'm going to apply that same formula, because now we've got Victory as the wash, we've got Desert Sand as the mattifying in this area here, and then I'm going to go into this one here, Jeffree Star's Monarchy. So it's a beautiful matte greenish gold, you know, there's khaki ideas here, there's green, there's gold, it's beautiful. And you might be thinking, oh, you're covering up all of Trini's shimmer and prettiness. I kind of am, aren't I? But that's okay, I can put some more on. It's more important that it is there as a base, you know, it's still going to be peeping through. All right, so that is Monarchy laid down. I haven't taken it, so this is still Victory here. Still Victory out on the edges, still Victory by the lash line, but perhaps I could have not taken Monarchy down as low as I did. So let me just fix that up. Easy to fix up. Just going to get some more of Trini's Victory and rub it above the lash line. Kind of let that have its little moment again. So we do need to do the same thing under the eye. I need to get a little bit of Monarchy onto my packing brush, and I do need to bring it down. I'm going to bring it sort of 3/4 of the way across and let Victory have its total moment over in this area. But I do want to bring a little bit more depth and sort of hero that we're moving more into greeny gold. Okay, so that's how we're looking so far. Getting a good base down. Now we're going to go over to Trini's Chariot. Look at that. Burnished khaki. Oh, you can see the green, you can see the gold. I'm not going to trust myself with my finger. I'm going to go into my small fluffy brush, take some of the product, go to my magnification side, and I am going to deepen up this outer area with Chariot. So I'm just going to lay my product down with a smaller brush And I'm going to switch to the bigger blush that I prefer for blending. Okay, so that's my first little go. Can you see the difference with Chariot, without? Yes. Let's go a little bit deeper. So remember what I did with Strength? I really patted that in, didn't I? I patted it into the socket. Kind of swooshed it around on the brush. And then switch it up. A light hand, light and fast. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Little circles, little circles. Down to the lashes, down to the lashes. Da, 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 da. It's like little fairies putting on your makeup for you. Your hand needs to be guiding this little kiss of a brush. Ta-da. Okay, that's how we're looking. One eye with a couple of layers of Chariot built up on the outer corner, blended out into the crease, above the crease, down to the lash line, out to the wing. I haven't gone under the under eye, have I? I'll do that right now. Bit of Chariot onto the packing brush. Just the outer corner, connecting up. Just the outer corner. What do you think? Better even up the other side, hey? Back in a sec. Okay, both eyes are evened up with Chariot's application, so I'll just close them to show you. Okay, so the gleam and the glisten on the hooded part isn't too bad. So, I mean, really it's not too, it's okay. I mean, Chariot does have a, you know, it does have a bit of a gleam in it, but it's not, you know, glittery. So I would probably actually be comfortable just using, you know, Chariot as my strategic shade to apply to the hood. But if you wanted to make sure it was more mattified, you could, you know, just use a matte shadow that's very similar, a khaki kind of color. I don't have one as dark, but I could easily just go back into Monarchy, because it's not going to end up as light because it's got the Chariot behind it. So I might just give that a whirl, see what happens. Yeah, that's just what I thought. So it hasn't, you know, it's just blended those two colors together. So that's worked really, really well. So that's how we're looking at the moment. Close my eyes. Now I want to apply more depth here. So I'm going to go into Jeffrey's deep green here. It's called Vile Serpent. I need to apply it with precision. I do not want this color going too far. So I am taking it on my packing brush. Because it's a powder and not a cream, I'm just sort of stamping it on and sort of making that V shape. With it. So if I close my eyes, that's what I've packed on. Let's see how I can change that up with my large, soft, fluffy brush, blending out with my fairy light touch. Fairy light. Fairy light and very light. little kisses with the brush, not too much. Because, yeah, this little guy doesn't really love to blend as much as he should. But we'll get there. Just wiping away that fallout. We'll get there. Okay, he's coming along. He's coming along. All right, so there's Vile Serpent blended out. What do you think? I think I could take him a little bit onto the hooded area, just a little bit. To be careful. Alright, so that's my application of the product now. Let's see what I can do. Okay, what do you think? Vile Serpent? No Vile Serpent. We need to go under the eye with Vile Serpent too. And I'm just pressing it and sort of rubbing it into that very outer part, and I am kind of drawing that line up to connect it in a seamless way. And then the same thing, blend, blend, blend. All right, what do you think? I'll even it up, be back in a sec. Okay, evened up, Vile Serpent on both eyes. Now I want to do something a little bit wow. Now I want to bring the attention down here. I'm going to use this amazing colour here, Sworn Enemy. Same technique. So look how gleamy and glistening that is. Like, I just could not have that up into this area at all. But I'm going to strategically place it down here, rubbing it into into the lash line, up and just above the lash line, back and forth, blending that in, taking it across to the inner eye area for a little bit of wow factor. So I guess if you've got Trini's like amazing new kind of goddess products like Hecate, or oh my god, that green one, like you could use that in this area here. I don't have those, and I just don't find that Victory is got enough wow to use it as a real kind of feature to show off, you know, whiz bang metallic, whiz bang gleamy, glistening prettiness. I feel like it's just better for an overall, you know, seeing it at the edges and seeing it, you know, under and popping through. To me, yeah, these little feature colours are really, really important, but you've got to have the groundwork laid down first so that they can do their magic. And I'm just blending around. I'm going to take Sworn Enemy around the tear duct, like I did with Jeffree Star's Pink Magic or Wet Jewel or whatever it was. So that's on. Time to do some highlighting. So I have got green and I have got golds. So perhaps a mixture of these two. Stamping in. Stamping in. Do need to clean up a little bit. Got a little bit of fallout happening. End a little bit. Now I'm going to do my highlight under the brow. Use my skinny little brush. I'm going to do the same highlight colours, a little bit of pale gold, a little bit of green. I'm going to keep that line very thin. You know what the letdown for me is here? It's that I don't feel like Jeffree Star's Vile Serpent has actually blended very well. So that's disappointing. I've only used it a couple of times and I've used it under the eyes and under eye eyeliner. I haven't used it in as large area as I have tried to today. So I'm just like having a good look and I feel like that Vile Serpent is a little bit patchy. So I just get some of Monarchy on the brush and some of Vile Serpent and kind of go back and forth. Will that allow me to build up a little bit more seamless color application? Yes, it is. But now I've ended up with a bit more than I probably want. Yes, it is. All right, so that's a trick. So the color that I know does blend really well, mixed with the color that I know doesn't, and just back and forth. And then just applying over where I can see in the light that it is a little bit patchy. And then down. Okay, well that's improved it a lot, but now I need to go back and blend. Gee, what a difference. I'm very pleased that I refined that. Okay, my shadow work's done, highlighting is done, brows were already on, time for mascara to make this look come alive, and I'm probably going to change the lipstick up. Mascara's on, let's change this lip. I just love green and red. Not looking like a Christmas decoration. Maybe we do, because that's what we want. I'm going out to brunch with my son, my middle-sized billy goat, that's how they call him, because I've got 3 sons, if you haven't seen my other videos. And so the baby's working, the 18-year-old. So it's big brother and I, 21, go and have some lunch before we pick him up from work. And then maybe he'll miss out. Whoops. Yeah, right. We'll get him some GYG on the way home. All right, back soon. I'm gonna chuck on a cool khaki top and show you my look. Okay, here's my date look. Nice khaki top with some beautiful gold metallic embellishments. And my eye makeup done in complementary shades to my eye color. I reckon the next tutorial I make, I'm gonna do it when you've only got 10 minutes. To this one and the previous one, you know, been when you've got a little bit more time to be creative and stuff around. What do you think? Hope it helps. I'll see you on the next one, guys. I'm so hungry.